Perfect. I'm having a great day, guys. I'm having a perfect, great day. You know why? Because I have done everything wrong today, and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hi everyone. Hi. We're Gremlin mode today. Already said that, but turns out that my microphone was muted. So, wasn't quite connected where I needed to be connected, and here we are. Uh, so I also have to say that I'm not digging where my internet is hanging out at the moment. It looks like I'm losing a lot of frames, and that means that everything's probably a bit crunchy for everybody. So, here's the dealio. I'm supposed to do language learning today. It is. Hi, San. It is Chibi RJ. I'm supposed to do language learning today, and the intention was to log on and do it. See, um, normally I start doing the lesson in another half hour, but I was like, I'm not feeling great. Sometimes that happens. And I thought maybe I could get the lesson started early. Okay? But then the internet happened. And now I'm just wondering if I should even bother. However, I did take a sneak peek at WaniKani, and we have no lessons today, we just have reviews. So maybe we'll do our WaniKani reviews first, and see how well that does, cause yeah, it still says I'm dropping more than half my frames, and that's really not good. That's it's not good at all. Um, on top of that, uh, I did start early, so we probably have even less people here than normal. It's a great day. It's just a great day. Okay. We're gonna. I'm trying to get that screen to show up. It's not working right now. Mhm. There we go. There we go. um, Here, let me squish myself a little more. I mean, I'm already chibi enough, but I'm gonna chibi some more. Okay. So we're gonna do our WaniKani reviews right off the bat. And that's because we have no lessons until I do some more reviews and they go, yeah, you've understood all of these. Excuse me. Sorry. Like I said, I'm kind of tired, so that was just a yawn. Anyways, they have decided that we can't move on with any more lessons until we master some of our reviews. So we're going to start our reviews. We're doing radicals, which are parts of kanji. And they're just kind of there so you can identify what a kanji is, or what kanji is. Thanks, San. Like, thank you. I know it's valid to take a break, but I wanted to try to get these reviews in here, so I'm gonna do a real short lesson anyways, even even if my internet wasn't being what it is right now. I wanted to at least get some of this started, and going. So we're gonna do quick, easy gremlin mode. Yeah, that's right. Gremlin mode. Okay. By the way, I removed the rabbit ear redeems because you can't do that. I already got bunny ears. They don't work on top of each other. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Have more ears? Have like double rabbit ears? No. No. That sounds really bad. I wouldn't want that. But all the other redeems work if people are interested. Hey San, you want to hit first? You want to be first today? It takes 1 point. And you get to be first. I haven't made the counter yet. I've done nothing. Anyway, so we're doing radicals. They're parts of kanji. The reason that radicals are semi-important is just so you can identify what the kanji is, and also look it up maybe in dictionaries or something. I've never used one that's Japanese, so I don't know. And also, they help with mnemonics. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They help with mnemonics because all the radical names that they're teaching us are going to be used for some of their mnemonics, and that's pretty neat. So, we're going to start our reviews. No lessons today, just reviews. Internet is so slow. So slow. So slow. This is enter because this is the opening of a tent. This is fins, because that's exactly what it looks like. This is a cross, once again, pretty much what it looks like. This is a person. I'm haunted for the rest of my life at the drawing they had of the person standing like this. Like seriously, they should never do that. This is big. It's a big person holding their arms wide for a big hug. This is 7 because it looks like a 7 where the people put the, you know, the tack, the line through the middle, just upside down. This is power. While I don't think it looks much like a guy flexing, their mnemonic was really good and it has made me think about it ever since. Although I'm pretty sure when the mnemonic was first given to me, they said something about you know, shonen anime MCs who are always like, you know, you haven't even seen my true power. And for some reason, that got switched to strength in my head. But remember, you can adjust that in the lessons. I'm pretty sure there's an option for that too, to adjust it wherever you want. You can rename these things however you want. Hey, Mina. So, this is power. This is to, or toe. Because it's going to, when we get to our brush over the katakana, it's going to look pretty much exactly like the katakana for to, T-O. This is a barb, you know, like a little hook. It sticks up and barbs you. This is a stick. It's just the line. This is a slide. This is a gun. I imagine it to be more like a rifle than a revolver, but I guess because it's got the part that sticks out on the top that they decided it looked more like a revolver, but I always just thought it was rifle because you gotta tuck that rifle like real good into your shoulder. Otherwise it hits you and hurts a lot. Okay, San. No, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so down at the bottom, yeah, are the Doki Doki points. And you get those even if you're not subscribed, because just spending time on my channel gives you points. If you're subscribed though, you get like more points, like a multiplier. But I don't expect or require or push, you know, subscriptions on people. And this is a prison, like those sky prisons in Game of Thrones. You see how it's all empty? Yeah. is a drop. This is one of the biggest ones I remember because of the way that they use it in future kanji. Is whenever you see the drop, they usually have some sort of mnemonic relating to the drop, and it gets wild. So that's why I was telling you the radicals help with mnemonics later on. There's a river. It looks like a river. This is 2, literally because it's 2 lines, and also because it will be our kanji for 2. This is the sun, okay? Now, remember we were talking about how this gets used a lot for, well, days and other things along those lines. On top of that, Japan, or Nihongo, or Nihon, sorry, has this symbol in it. And a lot of people talk about, you know, Japan, or a saying for Japan is it's the land of the rising sun, you know? Well, here's a sun. And literally in their name, they're going to have this symbol. So you're going to remember it pretty easily. Trust me on that one. There's a lid. It's got a little tab so you can hold it and not get burned. And this is ground because it's just a flat line like the ground. This is woman. They broke it up so that we have 2 X's here. I'm gonna draw. So as you can see, we got the 1 X like that, and then we got the other X that comes down like that. Kinda. That's my very messy. Very, very messy. Now this is going to be the kanji for woman too when we learn it in the future, and it's going to be one of the first things we do learn because it's literally the same kanji as the radical, so it makes it easy. This is 9, and it does look like an N, which is how I remember that it's 9. It's a mountain. And remember they were showing us like, see, mountain. Okay? Yeah, it does. It looks just like a mountain. This is a tree. As you can see, since we've learned some radicals already, we've got, well, hold on. Let me try that over. Okay, so we've got, that's not exactly right. I am struggling today. It's fine. It's fine. So, remember, this was big. We got this big guy. And this is stick. And that's a tree. You got a stick and big. It's a big stick. This is mouth. It looks like somebody's opening their mouth. Ah. Not me, though. See, I got a little rabbit teeth. See? See? This is construction. It looks like one of those steel girders, those beams that they build buildings with. That's it! Look at that! Done with our reviews, done with our lessons. Tomorrow we'll have more lessons and more reviews. Yay! Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. My internet is not getting any better. And I'm tired. And and I know that I've been streaming for what, like 10 minutes? And all we did was our reviews. I think I'm gonna try to push through one lesson on MaruMori. And if I remember correctly, we've got a little mini game after that. So we'll do one of those, and that's it. That's it. Stream's not going to be more than an hour. Might only be a half hour because of everything. Uh, I'm ready. Okay, okay. I think we're pretty close to the end of our hiragana. Oh, yep. In fact, it says it right here. Uh, at least the writing is a little bigger here. The writing is a little bigger for this one, so you can actually see it. Yeah, it says, Hiragana Set 5 is the final set of the normal hiragana characters. Now, what they mean by normal is that, oh, probably gonna say this wrong, but there's little symbols that get put onto characters to make them different characters, and they're called like Gakuten or something. I don't remember. um, but that's what they mean by not normal hiragana characters, because they are kind of altered hiragana. They look like hiragana we've already learned, but I've got an extra little thing on them. Oh goodness, I'm yawning again. Okay, so in this set, first up are the R sounds. You can use these hiragana to make words like hearth. I have not learned that one. Interest. Also not learned that one. In the auxiliary verb, ra. Ooh. Is that re? Ru? Which you'll all learn about in our apprentice region. I think I read those right. We're gonna see that, okay? And then, I guess we're gonna learn a few things other than that, like the woes. So, this one, ra, is for ramen. No? Okay, well it says ra is for ramen, obviously, but they gave us a broken racket. That's not ramen, but MaruMori, you've kind of messed up here. Anyways, here's what it sounds like. It's gonna take a while. I know my internet's so bad today. Ra. Okay. So with their R sounds, I know I'm not doing it entirely correct. Again, I've talked about how I'm from the United States, I'm very American, and I have an accent because of that, or at least an accent when it comes to speaking Japanese. One of the things that I do, besides all my vowel issues, is with R's, they're supposed to be softer than the way I'm saying it. It's almost like you're going to roll your R. Don't roll your R though, not when you're talking, because that's that's like what delinquents do, and you know, criminals and stuff. Like I don't know why, but they do. Okay, so it's like you're gonna roll your R, so you do it softer to the top of your mouth instead of a hard R, which is what we do in English. So it's ra rather than ra, like I was saying it. It's super interesting the way that we have to try to get our mouths and our tongues to move differently, especially if you grow up without a language that uses some of those sounds. It's very difficult to try to learn how to do. Oh, it's a 10-10. Okay, thank you, Mina. Those little symbols are 10-10. So it's very interesting how we can't necessarily manage them without a lot of practice. So ra, more ra, ra, like that, ra. It's kind of like a L and an R. In fact, their R sounds are how they make L sounds. For instance, if you've ever seen a character's name, like in English being Lily, okay? They would say it, well, in fact, here we go, with RI for Lily. Okay, so this is Ri, R-I, and I guess, yeah, it kind of looks like a couple of reeds. To me, though, it just looks like an R that just goes way down, and I don't know why I remember what RI looks like. It's just a very easy symbol for me. Like, I don't know. This whole thing just makes me go, oh, I know what it is. It's an RI. I. Every time. So I love how I get to see how long the lag is.
Di.
D, which is, again, like I said, it's got to be a softer R than you do when you're speaking English. And I know I'm a native English speaker, so I have to work on that. I have to make them softer, because it's not re, like I was just saying, it's ri. This is ru, okay? And I guess it's for rude rodent, and he does look rude, and but I kind of like mice and rats. They're very cute. So I don't know. We're gonna try to think of our own mnemonic here. We're gonna think of something different. So let's see. We got Roo, and it looks kind of like this twirly, 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 like, you know. Ooh, I don't know. There we go. It's just gonna spin round in circles, like into ruin. Oh, that's a good one. Hey, that's a good one, right? Like, you know, how you're really depressed or something and you're just kind of like spiraling? That's what you're doing here. You're rolling, spinning, spiraling.
Ru.
Ru. This is re. Re. There we go. That was better. Yeah, I'm getting a hang of it. Anyways, remember that E's sound like the word hey. So, it's re. And I guess it's for reptile. Okay. I think I have a better way. Is that it, Stan? My non-soft ra is way softer than when you try to say it. It's probably because of your native language too. You guys do a lot of really harsh consonants, and that's fine with me. I think it's sexy. I got a better way to remember this, okay? Now, don't ask me to draw the kanji for it, but remember how we learned about Neko, and it was the cat, and it went something like, oh, that was so bad. Okay, so it went something like with the cat head, and then we went down and like around. Okay. You know what I'm getting at here. Okay? What I'm trying to say is it looks like the NE, okay? It really does. It's very similar. It's not the same though, because this one's got a little tail hook, and the other one doesn't. But if you remember what Neko looks like, with his little loop-de-loop, then this might be easier to remember too, because it's NE for Neko, and this one is RE. You just have to remember right here where the difference is, okay? Hey. I love how long this
Le.
takes. There we go. If you're really paying attention to the way that the audio says these sounds, you can hear how it is close to an L with the way they say it. And if I really think hard about it, I can also figure out how to how to say it without being so hard with my R's. So this one is ro, okay? Like, and they say ro is for rodent. Cute and totally not rude anymore. Yeah, that's good. You would say it like rowing a boat, or owing money. So it works. It works pretty well. I guess ro. Okay? It's good. It's good. Their mnemonic works out fine. Ooh. Play the sound bite.
Ro.
Ro. There we go. And these three odd ones that don't really fit into any other category. We got things like wa, okay? Wa is for wani, which is alligator in Japanese. Okay, sure. What I want to point out though is I was just talking about how RE comes out like this and looks the same otherwise. And how NE, you know what, let me clear that first. And how NE does the twirly thing here, okay? So you gotta be careful. When you see this one, it's wa. And I don't know exactly how to get people to memorize that it's different, but maybe because it's pointed in, maybe because it doesn't point out at all. I don't know exactly, but gotta watch right here because it's wa in this one.
Wa.
Now, another thing about wa and what they say here, which they do say wa is for wani, which is alligator in Japanese, and they are correct in that. And you might be like, well, hang on a second. Weren't we just using WaniKani? And yes, we were. And yes, the wani is part is for alligator. So, we have now learned what half of that word means for the other platform. So this one is written as well, okay? But sometimes it's more often said as oh. But I know, why don't they just say oh, right? Well, it's because
O.
it's a holdover. See? Even they said it. Oh.
O.
There we go. Now, yes, it does say W-O. I get it. I get it. Why not just use an O instead? Because this was always W-O beforehand. And just as language has developed and, you know, time has passed, they've cut off using the W part, but the word still means the same, okay? Like how everybody refers to refrigerators as fridges, you know? Yeah, fridge is in there. And yeah, you could still write out refrigerator, but nobody calls it a refrigerator anymore. They're always like, hey, what's in the fridge? Fridge is a recognized word. So that's kind of what's happening here, is that whoa turned into oh. They just didn't take it out of, you know, service? And you know what? This is a good mnemonic. So, whoa is, or oh, is for, oh, watch out. And it does, in fact, look like somebody stepping into a pond or hole or anything. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And here is N. It's literally just an N. And you would make the sound, like, that's it. That's it. That's what N is. Hey, Terry. My internet is so crappy today. And, I'm making this rather short and sweet. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be around for long, even though I know you get to watch me today. Sorry. Well, that's horrifying looking. Note to self, do not drink on camera. um, anyways, so we were talking about N, and N is just going to be whenever it pops up. See? And this gets added on to a lot of words to obviously change their meaning because it's being spelled differently. But also, you will find that in some cases, even though it's an N and it makes an N sound, some words sound more like like an M. Okay? Again, I'm not sure if this is big for other people who are not English. Yes, I do. Well, kinda. I have a gremlin mode. This is gremlin mode. This is just talking about how my day's been so far. So yeah, I kind of got a new outfit. But anyways, the point is that certain words do sound more like they have an M in them rather than an N, and that's just again the same thing with whoa becoming O, is that as language developed, it's easier to say something with an M sound, but they don't have an M just on its own sound. But, you know, now it is. That's the way it works. Apparently we're taking a freaking ad break. I'm sorry, guys. It's fine. It's fine. I like ads. They make me money. Like cents, but whatever. And also, yes, it does look like an N. So N is pretty easy to remember. We're gonna mark this as done. We're gonna play a real quick game. Maybe I'll chat for a tiny bit. And yeah. No, actually, Terry, you are not late. But I started early. um, so I'm tired today, and I was thinking about how when I start streaming and how long it would take me to finish and be able to go to bed. So I didn't want to just call the stream altogether, so I decided to do a very short one. A very short one that starts early. And, well, here we are. That's what's happening. So you're not late at all. Yeah. Thanks, San. See, look how slow my stuff's loading. It's so ridiculous. I don't know why it's so bad. I might have to move my language practice to another time. I hope you're enjoying your lunch, Terry. Because it seems that some nights, because it's nighttime here, it seems that some nights I've got real bad lag and some nights I don't. But during the day, I hardly ever have any issues, so I might just have to start recording everything during the day. Or early morning. I could do early mornings too. Food for thought. Anyways, this game here, we've played it a couple times. You get the fish from one side of the map to the, no. No. Nix all of that. None of that was right. This is why I'm calling it early. Anyways, so what we have here is we got this octopus, and all we could see is its tentacle. And all these fish and turtles start on the left side of the screen, and they start going towards the octopus for whatever reason. Anglerfish or something, I don't know. And we gotta type out what kana is on them to stop them from being eaten. Now I can mess up as many times as I want, apparently, because all it does is lower my score, but if a fish gets eaten, I lose a heart. I haven't lost a fish yet. We're gonna start the game. Doop-a-doop. So, I like this one. Ra is always very easy for me to remember. And we got Ru, and we got Re, and we got, oh, no, that's not right. Which one's that one? Wa. That's right. Wa. Got N, and we got, I know Ri. And this weird 3 one. What is that one? What is that one? Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna lose it. Ah, I got it right. Yes. Okay. 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 We good. We good. We're getting this. Wa and o and n and they and frick. Frick. I just forgot what it was. Ro. Ro. Okay. Ru and wa and ra. Okay, and this one is re because it looks like neko. Ru and every time I see it, I forget what it is. Ro n ri oh with a W. Re ra wa. No. Right. There we go. That's what it is. That's it. So, unfortunately, that's all I'm doing today. It's, yay, we leveled up! Let's go! Okay. Okay, that's it. That's it. Yeah, so I'm sitting here looking at my latency. And it's gross, guys. It's gross. And I'm dropping so many frame rates, which means data packets, things like that. It's not everything that I'm recording is not making its way to you. In fact, about half of it is not. Actually, more than half of it is not. So I can't imagine it's very pretty on anyone's end. And since I'm not feeling great, this is a great opportunity, a great excuse to go, yeah, that's it. So, sorry, Terry. I know that this is one of the few episodes you actually could have made. Oh, but your classes are going to be over soon, and you'll get a small vacation, and hopefully I'll get to see you a lot more. And thank you, San, for coming out. Yeah, the lag is fucking crazy. It is like 10 minutes. You right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm noticing. I'm noticing. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. I got nothing for you guys. It's ridiculous. I can't stream like this. So thank you, everybody. I'm so happy you all came out. Thank you for coming to see me. And sorry about the short stream. I'll make it up to you guys somehow. And thanks for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I'll get this video posted very soon. It's going to be super short and easy to do. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Or, let's see. Tomorrow for me. Not tomorrow for any of the new people, or the people in the US, because it's already morning for them and it would be tonight. I'm gonna have to figure out how to say that. How to say my goodbyes. Well, good night, guys.